Well, I'll say Happy Canada Day in advance to you, my fellow peasants, here in the regime of Trudeau in what was formerly Canada. Justin's assuring we're going to have an extra special Canada Day celebration this year, as that's the same day that the tripling of the carbon tax comes into effect. Just to make sure that the desperately poor are more desperate and more poor. Because he assures us that Canadians are concerned about the climate crisis, which is a WEF thing, but, well, he tells us we're concerned about it anyways. Yeah, sure. But, he's got to tax us to death because China's cranking out coal hydro generation plants like at the rate Henry Ford cranked out Model Ts. Yeah. But oddly enough, he hasn't told us what he's going to do with that money. Did he say he was going to plant 3 chameleon trees? No, wait a minute. He said that when he first got into power and didn't. So I guess there's no trees going to be planted. Did he say he's going to buy a whole bunch of solar panels from China, of course? Well, no, he hasn't. But, well, that's a good thing, actually, because they don't pay for themselves dollar for dollar or in green tokens, if you will. They're toxic waste when their lifespan is up and there's no refund policy. China doesn't take them back. So maybe it's a good thing he hasn't said he has any plans for solar panels. I haven't heard him say anything about wind turbines either. Well, and that's a good thing he hasn't said anything about them either, because, well, they don't pay for themselves dollar for dollar, nor are they pay for themselves in green tokens, if you will, again, over their life expectancy. Well, at least they're not toxic waste at the end. They're just like unrecyclable. There's a lot of fiberglass there that they just bury them and pretend they're not there or something. So maybe it's a good thing he didn't say anything about that. So what has he said he's going to do with the money? Oh, he'll give it to Daddy Klaus Schwab at the WEF, probably. Or maybe the Ukraine. Or maybe the Trudeau Foundation. Or maybe his own pocket. Or, well, we won't know. Because they won't even tell us what our debt is. Or the interest on our debt. Or where the missing 600 million went there and the billions over there. And so, well, I don't know. I'll be out in the bush foraging to feed myself anyways, because with the carbon tax, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be able to afford groceries, so I guess I won't really be. Well, and then Bill C-18 and 11, well, we won't even be able to know anyways, because it'll just be the CBC, which is government propaganda, so. Well, happy Canada Day, my fellow peasants. The carbon tax, because the climate crisis is real. Cow farts are knocking the planet off of its axis, and taxing the Canadian peasants to death will balance out China and cow farts or something. Well, I don't know, go throw a potato at some artwork with Greta Thunberg, because that helps too. I'm gonna have a beer.